I think it's pretty clear we are here to try to win a stage. In first place, we want to try that with Biniam after a successful Tour de France last year. Next to that, we also bring with Georg and with Louis and with Jonas riders that can win from a break. We won last year 3 sprint stages. We have not yet won a mountain stage or a medium transition stage. So that's also something that a milestone that we want to achieve. But again, we have a young team, and the goal is to win at least one stage. So, yeah.
Let's go to the question now. Does someone want to start?
It's okay.
Do this on the first row, maybe.
Yeah. I have a question for.
I can translate if necessary.
Okay, it's in English, so probably it works. Bini, what do you expect this Tour de France after last year? It will be hard to do better.
Yeah, actually, I would say this year towards the Tour de France is not pretty what I want because I didn't have the victory yet. But I would say from the previous races I did, I am pretty confident on my sprint because I did quite a few podiums or second places, so that gives more motivated. And also I had a good preparation for this too. But of course, to do like last year to win a 3 bunch sprint, it's gonna be not easy. But of course, we never know here in the Tour de France, and I'm ready together with my teammate, and I have also a strong team around me. And like Aika said, our plan or our mission this year will be to win one stage, and we will see day by day.
Last year there was a lot of attention because of the victories in the green jersey, but also because you're the first rider from Africa winning all this. What does it mean for cycling in Africa that you are so successful in the biggest race of the world?
Yeah, it means a lot for sure because in the past we don't have a lot, I would say, black cyclists on the bunch, and now we are here and competing on the biggest race in the world, and then to succeed with the victory, also to have the green jersey, it's a lot, and I think it gives a lot, especially for the young kids they watch on the TV. Maybe for the future we will see more guys on the bunch.
Last question then. How confident are you that there will be young riders from Africa in Pro Tour in the next 10 years or so?
Yeah, we will see because Africa it's the biggest continent, so it's not easy to say.
There should be a lot of talent.
Yeah, there is. Maybe we never know how many riders will come, but I'm quite sure from last year we had success. Maybe we can see more faster on the bunch.
Bini, did last year's tour change your life in a certain way? Is it even more hectic to train in your own country, for example?
I would say it changed my life for sure because it's the biggest cycling event in the world, and if you do something great, everybody recognize you, especially in my country because cycling is big. But in the way how I train. Just before was already quite some people, but now it's more. But I always the first week after the tour was the hardest, but now it's more quiet, and then I can train on the good way.
Me? Where do you think are your greatest chance for a stage win? Is it on the bench springs or on the punchy stages like stage 2, stage 4, stage 6?
I think it's good question. Maybe we have like I said, we have a strong team, even to keep the position from far. So we try to do for sure our best on the flat sprint stage, and like Aika said, also we had guys to make on the breakaway and to have to anticipate and to get for the victory. So we try to anticipate in both of stage, in flat stage and also up. And doesn't matter who win, we just need to win the stage.
there is a lot of sprinters who work in altitude camp. Have you done this also in the previous week, or are you not a rider who like that and you prefer to prepare the tour?
No, I mean, I born in altitude, so for me it's not necessary to be there. So I just go home to have enough time with my family, of course, to prepare myself. And I also did this the last 3 years, so it works well.
Do you feel like other riders since last year are fighting more for your wheel in the sprint preparation? Do you feel it's different since you walked these stages in the tour?
Oh, I never see the last 5K behind because, I need to focus most of the front. Otherwise, I need to crash. So, but like you said, it changed quite some direction in the bunch because at least you are one of the competitors. So everybody look at you. And but from the moment, it's just good respect on the bunch.
A question for Aika. Of course, the tour is you're going to get some UCI course. What is it? The best way was to get also at the pots you need of your irrigation system this Tour de France. What is the best tool and the best strategy to get pots?
That is what we've been doing all the time. We have with Bini good chances in the sprints, and we bring guys that can go for the transition stage and for the mountain stages to take the top 10s and the top 5s and the top 3s, and that doesn't change the point situation, doesn't change our tactic in the tour. We are here to win a stage, and if you want to win a stage, if you want to increase your chances to win a stage, you have to be every day up there, and that's why we built this TD like this, and we not have a GC ambition, because we want to go and maximize all the chances in the stages, and that is that's now that the points doesn't interfere with that. So
Does it mean that you're going to be less in a breakaway on that stages?
depends day by day, because there are good reasons to be in the breakaway, and there are sometimes very good reasons to ride defensively and stay all around Biniam. I mean, the first stages is going to be very hectic. It can be a lot of crashes. It can sometimes be even an advantage to be in the breakaway. So I would not. We don't rule out that possibility as well. We take it day by day, and we have several options to approach the stages. I think. And if you look at the parcours, I think for Biniam, what was an advantage last year was the first 2 stages were really hard. I think now. The beginning of the Tour de France is a bit easier from that perspective. Biniam has one thing that he's really good, and he recovers really good. He can handle tough stages, and he gets out of them really good. So for us, it's 21 stages, 21 chances, and we have to go. And maybe it takes all the way to Paris, but that's how it is. I mean, but we are prepared for that day by day.
Winnie? There's some change on the final stage in Paris. Do you consider that it suits you better now than before?
Yeah, I did it in Olympic. On the realistic, it's quite hard because it's also close to the finish. And if you are just a few spots behind, I think you don't have chance to win. So I would say for me as a sprinter, I like the previous one. It's the world champion sprinter, so I do like to race that one. But also it's after 20 days, so that means for me it's more chance. Like I said, I recovered quite well after the hard stage, and we will see.
The question for Aide, could you tell something about the development of Douyin? Did he surprise you?
No, I'm happy that we already start talking this winter on the first meeting about going to the Tour. When we spoke the first time with Louis, it was very clear. He is somebody that can train really good, prepare himself really good. He wants to work hard. But I think, especially with the planning and the focus on the equipment, on the nutrition, There was still a lot of progression and fine tuning we could do with him, and I think we made a very good plan that we both agreed on, and we went through it step by step, and he was super strong already in February, and then it was also good for us to learn him, because he's somebody that spends sometimes too much energy on the wrong moments, and he's really strong and really impressive. And I think we did that really good in, for example, the Amsterdam Gold Race, where he rode a really good, strong final. So we do it step by step, and I think, I think the Dauphiné was on the right moment. He had a good time to prepare, and now this tour, I think, is for his confidence, and now he's physically ready for it. And he's now also an important part of the team. But to be honest, in October last year, we already spoke about this, that if we can work through this plan, step by step, the Tour de France is realistic, and here we are. I'm proud on his development, but he also put in the hard work. He really worked together with us, and that is what we've shown the last 4 years, that we are very good in developing cyclists. And I'm happy that Louis also proved it again. So it's going to be exciting to watch it. Yeah.
Ike, do you think B is able to fight it like Mathieu Poel on a finish like Murray or something?
Yes, it's possible, but the Tour de France is day by day, and I think what is a bit the disadvantage is that it's a quite easy start. But on the other hand, there is now some more wind forecast, so maybe it can turn out that the first 2 days are going to be really hard, and I think that will increase his chances. But yeah, Muur de Bretagne is, of course, that is really a limit. But the other stages definitely offer chances, and I think, considering the green jersey, I think because of the points, I think the group of contenders is bigger. I don't think that it's going to be a longer fight. Last year, quite early, Biniam took a big lead because of the victories. I think that is now, going to be a little bit different, because there is a lot of points in the other type of stages. So it will be a longer fight with more riders. But like I said, what is in Biniam's advantage is that he showed already in his first tour that he could still produce top fives in the last stage of the tour. And that is what you need for the green jersey, I think, this year. You need to win, but you need to be able to stay in the fight 3 weeks. And you need to be able to take the points in both types of stages. And then we see, Mathieu is of course, at the moment, one of the best guys on these type of finishes. But and maybe we're going to be happy if he's fifth, and if Biniam is really good and we can position him good, maybe he can challenge Mathieu also for a stage victory. But we have to see. We have to do everything right. That's for sure.
Did you guys do anything different training wise? Do they go around 4, maybe 5, 6 of those punchy finishes in his tour?
No, because our spring approach with the classics and Biniam racing the monuments, that was already our adjustment to that, because with the current Tour de France stages, we wanted him to do a really good block and focus on the classics to build that engine. And maybe the results in the monument weren't super big, but I think 2 times it could have been a top 10. He did a good solid Paris-Roubaix. So we maybe missed the big result in the spring classics, but he did a big block of racing, and I think he got stronger out of that. And then the preparation towards the tour was the same as last year. And with the 2.5 weeks in Eritrea at home, racing the nationals on altitude. So, I think that's the only difference. We made a bigger focus on the spring classics. We didn't go for the easy victories in small sprint stages. We focused on the big classics. And hopefully that brings him the edge on the hard finals in this year's tour.